Hi, very good afternoon to everyone. First of all, a warm welcome to all of you who has joined this call and who are yet to join as well. So quickly to start about today, we are going to discuss about what is the benefits of moving from an on-premise to Microsoft Dynamics 365 Cloud. So if you look at today's agenda, there are around four speakers, including me. I am Mary Margaret from Etisalat, handling the Dynamics product. We have Khurram Zaki, who's from Microsoft. Shivam Patak again from Etisalat and Imad Babar from Etisalat, who will be taking you all through the benefits of moving to cloud. So why Microsoft Cloud, right? So today, if you see, there are these six major cloud benefits what you would be getting when you are moving to cloud. Any solution today which you are looking out to move on cloud should have these functionalities, or I would say these benefits for the customers in terms of reducing the cost. It should be scalable, it should be well collaborative, it should improve the productivity. At the same time, it should also have the security and compliance functionalities and the flexibility what you get it on cloud, and also the backup of your infrastructure on the cloud, right? So these are the major things which any customer today would look at when they wanted to move to cloud. Now, why Etisalat, right? Why through Etisalat? What is the reason that you need to come through Etisalat? These are the five benefits what you would be getting when you are coming to Etisalat. That is, your capex cost will be into operational cost, which will move to then OPEX model. And we have a strategic partnership with Microsoft, which is helping us in driving this cloud motion. At the same time, since our customers, that is you, who are having our existing contractual relationship with us, and to provide a better service to you in terms of the all products from Microsoft or any other digital products what Etisalat is providing, we wanted to serve you better. So that is one of the reason. And what how do you get benefited is you will have a single bill for all the services what Etisalat is providing, along with the digitalized products and other products what Etisalat is bringing to the table, right? It will predominantly reduce the number of vendors you are interacting today, and it will be helpful for you in terms of managing one single vendor for all your digital products, or it might be a telecom products or any other products what Etisalat is providing. Now I will hand it over to Khurram Zaki, who was our Microsoft strategic manager, who would be taking deeper into why Microsoft Cloud. Over to you, Khurram.
Thank you so much, Mary. Thanks a lot. And thanks for having me over for this conversation. For people on the call, my name is Khurram Zaki. I am the product strategy manager for Dynamics 365 Operation Solutions at Microsoft CIMA HQ, Central and Eastern Europe, Middle East and Africa HQ. What I wanted to have a quick chat around today is, you know, Mary talked about the benefits a system provides on cloud. I wanted to take this forward and have a broader view of the context that we all see in the news today. What we are hearing as technology professionals, as business professionals, as finance people, as small business owners, we're talking about the AI. We're talking about everywhere in the news there is conversation around how AI is helping people make better decisions, how it's augmenting the business processes, how it's augmented the way people work and make it easy for them to focus on the real value add and take care of the mundane and repetitive tasks. Myself took a big bet in AI earlier this year by investing in the GPT, OpenAI services. And this is where a lot of our products are now infused with these AI capabilities on top of the existing AI portfolio that we have as Microsoft. So this is a new way of basically engaging the end users from our perspective as Microsoft. I'll give you a couple of examples of how this is working, but before I do that, if you go to the next slide, please. Why we want to do that, why we want to, infuse AI and conversational AI into the tools that we provide as Microsoft. And this is not just limited to Microsoft Dynamics. This is all cloud solutions that Microsoft offers, and specifically cloud solutions, because this is a benefit you cannot take on an on-premise solution. It has to be a cloud solution to leverage the power and the capabilities of AI. Now, we want to infuse AI and turn that into a co-pilot for you. Co-pilot, just like in an aeroplane, helps the pilot fly the aeroplane by taking care of majority of the tasks and let the pilot do the real, flying job. Similarly, the co-pilot capabilities that we have within Microsoft solution and portfolio helps technology professionals and business professionals turn their tools from something that just takes in data input and output into something that's really driving the business process forward, turning that output into a conversational and natural language interaction. So you don't have to follow a standard specific set of instructions, but you can talk like you and I would talk as human beings. It also helps us form these linear tasks into more of a generative approach, into more of a value add. So it's not just limited to 1 + 1 = 2, but it can think and extrapolate data. And we have incorporated that across our CRM and ERP portfolio around sales, marketing, service, supply chain, and operations. So in all of these business processes, in all of these portfolios, you will see more and more of OpenAI based generative text, generative AI coming into the picture. Next slide, please. I'm going to take an example of financial management today. As Microsoft, we are in an ideal position to help our customers solve their financial business problems, help them optimize the way their finance department works. Because the huge portfolio of technology platforms that we carry, right, from Power Platform that help automate low code, no code, to Azure for AI services, to personal productivity solutions like Excel, Team, and HR solutions, and business productivity like Dynamics 365 Finance and Supply Chain. All these work together to give a differentiation to our customers that help them innovate their finance processes more rapidly, help them make the data more collaborative by sharing it across the organization, and connect this data to external data sources to make more sense out of all of this, optimizing the way they run their business and their finance department. Next slide, please. Thank you. Specifically taking the example of how we do that in Business Central, we have introduced Copilot to basically make it more natural interaction with the system. There is a new way of how you would do work, how you would optimize those mundane, repeated tasks in an organization. Let AI take care of those tasks and focus on building the real value add to the organization, to unlock that potential that you have in the organization, unlock the creativity that you have as a person. Next slide, please. The example that I have, and I'm going to show you that in a second, is how AI is helping generate, product descriptions, creative product descriptions for your products in your portfolio. Imagine you're a retailer, you have 10,000 or so SKUs in your in your catalog, and you want to sell those online. For all of these products, you need to have some sort of product description, and that directly correlates to how your profitability, how well the products sell. It has to be fact-based, it has to be realistic, it has to match the marketing, branding guidelines, and so on and so forth. So all of these different things need to be taken into consideration when writing a product description. And this is where AI can help you automate that task. So instead of you as a human being spending a lot of time and effort and your brain power into writing these texts, AI can automate that very fast for you and help you kind of, scale up the way you run your business. So you'll see that in the video that I'm going to play now.
As a small or medium-sized business, you know that great product descriptions boost sales by making products stand out from the crowd. But being creative on demand is challenging, especially when writing product descriptions for dozens or even hundreds of similar products. No one knows this better than Stan, the product manager at Nanoleaf. Nanoleaf is a pioneer of innovative smart home lighting solutions. It's an exciting time for the team as they're about to launch a new product line, but authoring engaging product descriptions for their online store takes time and creativity. Copilot in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central helps successfully launch new products with AI-powered experiences right from where you manage your inventory. Stan wants to register their new product, the Nanoleaf Skylight, and starts by uploading a picture. Business Central analyzes the image and suggests a category to minimize data entry. After quickly customizing attributes and entering price and stock levels, Stan is ready to start copywriting so he can sell online. With just a click, Copilot uses natural language technology to craft an engaging description tailored to this product and enriched with key data from the record. Getting started with copywriting has never been easier. Let's see if we can improve this further. Stan can select precisely which of the product attributes are most relevant to describe the skylight, and also choose a format of generated text for consistency across the product line. Pretty good. Nanoleaf is all about innovation, and with a few more customizations, Stan can match their brand identity and tailor this to the target audience with a more upbeat tone of voice. And look at that, a creative catchphrase followed by an informative description that presents all the facts. After a quick review and a few edits of his own, Stan's text is ready for prime time. Nanoleaf uses Business Central's first-party connector to Shopify, a leading e-commerce platform, which means that Stan is just seconds away from publishing the Skylight to their web shop. And here it is, ready for you and I to purchase. Not only does Business Central accelerate time to market, but having a great product description that is engaging and informative also improves conversion rates. So stop typing and start selling with Copilot in Dynamics 365 Business Central.
So you saw in this video how easy it is to, generate something that's very time consuming, like a description. Multiply that by 10,000 items in your inventory, and you'll kind of appreciate the time that's saved by any business on this kind of a task. And this is not the only area where AI is pervasive in Business Central. Right from personal productivity, it's allowing business data to be shared across different form factors, be it Excel, Team, Outlook, etc., and helping end users collaborate by leveraging communication technologies, by allowing them to speak with the suppliers, with the customers, and leverage the application either in Teams, in Dynamics 365 Business Central, or in Outlook itself, allowing you to infuse more AI capabilities and be better productive in the way you work. With that, I'll hand it back to Shivam to take it forward. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Khorram, for taking us to AI and Copilot, ChatGPT. Thank you. Okay, so we will just discuss about the product overview of Business Central and about Microsoft Cloud Solution. So the slide that you are seeing on the screen, Mary Margaret already told about the cloud benefits that you get, scalability, security, and the other benefit that she mentioned. Now let us look more deeper into Microsoft Cloud and their offering. Yeah. So basically, there are three pillars you can see on the screen that is on the Microsoft Cloud, one of them being Azure, then Microsoft Dynamics 365, then you have Microsoft 365, that is a modern workplace. So Azure, when we say, so basically Azure is nothing but a cloud computing platform which give you virtualized computers to be accessed remotely. You have storage, you have databases that are hosted on the cloud, and you can reap the benefit out of it. So there are basically three cloud models in general. So one of them being is a public, is totally managed by the cloud service provider. Then you have private that has more control, like the organization has more control on that. And then you have in a hybrid. Hybrid is a mixture of the public as well as the private. The key benefits of getting the cloud platform is you get really very high availability in terms of the accessibility that you get from any part of the world, because Microsoft has global data centers and you can get that better advantage of it. Then the system, the cloud system also give you an other advantage of scalability in terms. So as long as like you have more a sudden spike of the requirement, you can always increase or decrease horizontally or vertically the resources that you want to use. Then the performance is also really good, like in terms of auto scaling and load balancing that the system cloud basically provides you. And then the security and governance can also it's totally capable of that. Like for example, DDoS attack, that is distributed denial of service attacks. So these kind of things can be well taken care by Microsoft Cloud. There are other different service types when it comes to Azure, like infrastructure as a service. You have platform as a service. You have SaaS, software as a service. So infrastructure as a service is like in renting just in hardware, and you have more control, like over like what operating system you want to put, what sort of other application that you want to install. In that sense, you have rest of the control on that. Then you have platform as a service, which is basically even the operating system, the networking hardware is being taken care by the cloud service provider, and then you just deploy your application over there and do some configuration, and then you're up and running. Then you have SaaS. SaaS is basically it's more flexible. It is up and running, like you're just renting the application which is up and running, and you can use those application straight away. Like you have emails, financial softwares, messaging applications. These are just an example of SaaS based product. Then I'll just talk about the Microsoft 365 on the right hand side. So Microsoft 365 is like a productivity suite, which we all are very familiar with. It has different plans like home plans, which basically includes family and personal plan. Then you have business plan like business basic, business standard, business premium, apps for businesses. Then you have for enterprise plan, that is E3, E5, F1 and so forth. So these are the plans of the Microsoft 365. Then you have in the center Dynamics 365. So Dynamics 365 is nothing but it's a portfolio of intelligent business application that basically delivers superior operational efficiencies and breakthrough customer experiences. So again, you have in Dynamics 365 multiple applications like ERP being one of them. In that you have finance, you have operations, supply chain. Then you have Business Central, which we'll be talking about more. Then in the CRM part, you have sales, customer service, and the other applications. Then on the you have third thing, that is Power Platform, that deals with like Power BI, Power Apps, virtual agents, Automate, and Pages. So these are the application under Dynamics. And overall, if you see it, it is basically it encourages employees to have increased the productivity in terms of availability. You better engage with customers. Your operations are well optimized, and you sort of transform your product in that sense. So this is what the 360 view of the cloud platform provided by Microsoft. Next. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah. So before we play this video, this is regarding Business Central ERP. I would just quickly wanted to give you a brief about this product. So basically, it's the history of this product is way back in 1983. It's like 40 years from now, and it was purely before an accounting system. Then gradually it evolved to be an ERP, and in 2005 basically it was rebranded as Microsoft Dynamics NAV by Microsoft, and it went on well 13 years, and then the last version that is available is Dynamics NAV 2018. And in 2018 Microsoft again did a lot of AI infused into this particular application, and again with the new capabilities like Excel, Outlook integration, and being the GDPR compliant, it renamed it as a Business Central, that is Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. So if you see, this product is almost 40 years old, and it's well mature in the market. And let's just see quickly about the video. Yeah.
And
As the leader
Yes.
of a small to medium-sized business, you wear a lot of hats. Visionary, creator, motivator, and everything in between. You know your core business, your customers, and your competition. And you also know that to stay atop your industry, performing well today is just the beginning. You need to be ready for tomorrow too, for new products, new prototypes, new services, and new business models. And while you might be ready to take on what's next, can you say the same about your financial and operating systems? Because to make your business dreams a reality, you need business solutions that keep pace with a constantly changing world. That's why successful SMBs have moved to the cloud with Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central.
Now, more than ever, small and medium businesses need to embrace digitalization because business as we know it is changing. The expectations are changing. The customer experience is changing. And even where we work and how we work is changing right in front of our eyes. And yet so many businesses are still limited by systems that simply don't allow for change. That's why we launched our next evolution of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Nav, GP, and SL to enable businesses to be powered by the cloud, powered by data, and powered by business intelligence. We brought together the productivity of Microsoft Office 365, the data connectivity and business intelligence of the Microsoft Power Platform, the security, scale, and geographic presence of Microsoft Azure. Dynamics 365 Business Central unifies these assets into a single application. This enables teams to connect with their finance, sales, service, supply chain, manufacturing, and distribution data. This connectivity ultimately allows teams to adapt faster, work smarter, and perform better.
Move to the cloud with confidence to adopt new business models faster, with flexible deployment options and innovative solutions that grow alongside your business. Connect people, processes, and insights to make better decisions quicker, and optimize productivity with embedded guidance and interoperability with Office 365 and Teams. Increase financial visibility and performance to close your books faster, get reports sooner, and obtain real-time cash flow and performance metrics at any time, on any device. Today's marketplace isn't just competitive, it's constantly changing, with every day and every minute bringing something new. Be equipped for what's next and unlock limitless possibilities with Business Central.
Yeah, thank you. So this is now let's move into more about the product walkthrough. What all modules does it cover, and what are the key benefits of this? So if you see on your screen, on the left hand side, it has a capability of the modern technologies in sense like it's a cloud system. You can get accessibility through mobile devices, be it an Android machine or Windows machine or iOS device, doesn't matter. Like it's unified in a sense like scalable. You can have multiple users simultaneously accessing the device, accessing the ERP in that particular sense, and all of them can work collaborative together. Then being intelligent in a way like you have analyticals report in terms of Power BI, you can pull out reports, and the system, as I mentioned previously, it is evolved through Dynamics Nav, so which is pretty much a mature system in the market. Now in the middle, if you see about the core modules of Business Central ERP that we are discussing, it has a financial management module, which has chart of accounts, your general ledgers, your payment related information. So all these things can be well managed along with the dimension capabilities that the system offers. You have project management. You can do analysis of your budget versus actuals, how much you are spending, so on and so forth on the project management side in that particular module. Your operation management, like part of like warehouse management, you can end to end keep track of your inventories, and you have manufacturing processes that you can manage. Then you have reporting and analytics, as in Power BI is infused in the system. By default, you have multiple reports and dashboards available. But even if you want some customized reports, you can always create by using Power BI and get advantage of it. So it's like a 360-degree collaboration between the other products of Microsoft. It's not just limited to the one particular application. You have supply chain management like purchase cycles, sales cycles. You have sales and service management, service order management. So these are the core modules. And the down you are seeing the Power Platform is like Power BI flows, that is automate, and Power Apps that you can take advantage of it alongside with the Business Central application. Next. Again, this slide, if you see, it's more about the device independent. So it could be any device, Android, iOS. The look and feel remains the same. Accessibility is really great in that particular sense. Yeah. Next. Okay, this is the dashboard of the actual product. So you can see like different modules available on top as finance, cash management, sales, purchasing, Shopify, connectivity. Then you have on the dashboard it's some sort of AI capability that it is giving you insight. The biggest sales order was this particular amount, the biggest, the largest, let's say the number of items of any particular product got sold. These sort of messages that are going to be popped up in the system. Then you have other tiles that are drilled down further, like sales quotation, sales order, purchase related, payment processing related. These are again drilled down. You can always click and go to the nth level and you can see the actual information lying there. Yeah. And you have a dashboard in terms of predefined dashboards are there. And as I mentioned, there are Power BI also integration is possible. Based on that, the user can get their own flavor of reports and dashboards. Yeah, next. You have financial management. You can see on the left hand side your accounts, GL accounts, on the right hand side fixed asset management. Basically, the system is also UAE VAT compliant. It has a provision to have multiple legal entities deployed under the same application. You can have intercompany transactions. You can have bank reconciliation. So all of this particular thing is there in the fixed asset. You have straight line, double declining, and so on and so forth. In the inventory management, if you see on the left and right hand side, like you have you can upload pictures, you can have different attributes to your particular items, you can deactivate at a given point of time as a block, so it is not being able to use. You have costing in particular, FIFO, LIFO, standard and average. On the right hand side, you have the entire journey of inbound and the outbound journey of an inventory coming in and going out for the shipment. So entire warehouse management is also being covered in this particular application. Next. Then you have production capabilities, starting with component being assembled into BOM, and then BOM further goes for, let's say, routing. Routing can have basically different work centers where labors, machines, overhead charges can be introduced there. Then these things get basically converted into manufacturing orders. So manufacturing also you have simulated, you have released production orders, and so on and so forth. Then you have finished production order. You have work in progress in between, where you can put in a few information there in the general ledger. You also have capability of subcontracting and giving it to the third party for some other services. And then these kind of information can also be well tracked. And then you have entire MRP capacity planning in it. So it has inventory, it has finance, it has supply chain, it has manufacturing. So it is all in one. It is one of the comprehensive all-in-one ERP that basically stands in the market, and the other advantages being addressed by Khurram, and my colleague will be taking care now. He'll be introducing about the connected application within Business Central. So Imad, over to you.
Yeah, hi. Everyone, thank you, Shimon, for giving your insights on Microsoft Dynamics Business Central. So right now, my priority is to basically give you an insight on how you can connect Microsoft Dynamics Business Central, also how basically this applications will be connected with. And basically, there are three major applications that are connected with Business Central, which is basically Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Outlook, and Excel. So how could the connectivity work? Firstly, let's give an example over here. Where you can see a customer has dropped an email to you, right? So what you can do is that right out of the box, you can actually send out the quotes or the sales invoices or the sales order according to your needs. Okay. For example, let's say that, in this case, it shows over here that the customer has sent out around customer wants to have 2 tables and 7 chairs, right? So you can, sort of go out of the box, you can just click on the sales quote and send the invoice out then and there, Okay, this is an add-on that can be added on Outlook itself. Man, next slide, please. Okay, so another key factor over here is the fact that what you can do is that with the help of with the help of Excel, you can basically send the data out, export the data out from Business Central, and also import the data into the Business Central itself. Like for example, let's say that you want to send the data for customers, vendors, or chart of accounts, any master data, you can then do that then and there without any hesitation. Okay. The next slide is basically regarding the teams. So basically, there are two ways that you can communicate between teams. One is right through Business Central, which basically what you can do is that, let's say if you want to share maybe any of your items or any customer details, what you can do is that you can on the top of the right side you have a sharing option which helps you you to share the same thing on Teams, and you can do that right away. Simultaneously, if you want to do that through Teams, you can, what you can do is that you have to add an application by the name of Business Central. Through that, you can actually, send out the customer details or the vendor details in the form to any of your colleagues, and then discuss regarding the details of the customer. For example, let's say if you want to discuss outstanding invoices, if you want to discuss the payments that are being pending or anything like that, you can do that then and there without any hesitation. Please next. Okay, so basically there are two types, four more types of enhancements that Business Central has, which for the first one is AI, which already has been explained to you by Khurram, and which basically with the help of AI, what you can do is that you can have three common, forecasting that can be done. But number one is basically the cash flow forecasting. Number two is basically the sales and inventory forecasting. Number three is that you have late prepayments forecasting as well. So what you can need to do is that you just need to configure it. If you have a historical data, the system will pick it up, and you can personalize and you send the recommendation according to the historical data that is available out of the box. Then you have Power Automation. Basically, what happens over here is the fact that if you want to have any sort of approvals going around in your organization, for example, let's say if you have a purchase order that you want to go send out for the approval to your supervisor, so that part comes in this area. Apart from that, if you want to sort of have any sort of additional data that is coming in, you can do that as well. Okay, the third point is basically you have around 400 different kind of reports available out of the box in Business Central, which includes trial balances, balance sheets, customer aging data, vendor aging data, you name it, all the things are available out of the box in the form of reports. Lastly, when you talk about the Power BI, so basically Microsoft Dynamics Business Central has embedded Power BIs, which helps you in understanding how your business is doing. In terms of it will show you the different kind of dashboards that are available. It can show you who are your top customers. It can show you who are your top managers, any sales representatives. It can show you what is your weight as your opportunity stands. It can show you new demographics as well. So it's up to you how you want to use it. Okay, so next enhancement, next feature that we will be talking about is how the system upgrades itself, right? So what you have to do is that you have to, initially what you have to do is at the time of configuration, you have to tell them, okay, the updates will be taking place. Okay, and then there are going to be two types of updates that are going to be taking place. One is the minor, which happens along the clock. For example, let's say there are some sort of bugs in Microsoft Dynamics Business Central that can be handled. Then there is another one, which is major update. There are two in which basically there are two kind of waves. All right, the first wave usually takes place in April, and the second wave or the wave of releases usually takes place in October. So so the customer will have time till June to update the system for the first wave. In case if they missed out, then they can actually do that in the second wave, for which they have time till 1st of December. Okay. Can we proceed further, please? Okay, so there are two types of licenses available for Microsoft Dynamics Business Central. One is basically Essential, in which you have around 8 modules, which includes your financial management, forecasting, customer management, project management, supply chain management, warehousing, and then human resource management, right? Apart from that, if you want to move to the premium side, which has all these modules, but also includes the manufacturing and the service management side as well. So it's easier for you to manage the manufacturing side. At the same time, you can also manage the essentials, which has all the important modules like the procure to pay cycle, the sales to invoice cycle, and your daily expenses and revenues would be measured over here. Okay, so basically there are two types of packages that are available. Number one is the premium, and then the essential, which has the following details of that in terms of costing. Okay, apart from that, we have basically introduced this Ramzan offer, which offers let's say if you were to subscribe right now, then you will get 1 month completely free of cost. And depending on if you are going to be going for the 1 year 1 year contract with us, and you can actually have this applicable for you as we speak right now. You can just come out to us and apply for the licenses, and we can proceed further from that point onwards. Thank you. Any question answers if you have, feel free to ask, please.
Thank you, Imad. And the floor is open now for the questions. Either you can type the questions on the chat window where we can answer them. And this offer, what is mentioned, is predominantly for all the licenses what you want to go ahead with on Dynamics 365 Cloud. We will be able to provision you with 1 month free. That is this month, first month free you will be getting. There will be no AMC cost. There will not be any monthly rental cost for the first month. That means you'll be going ahead and paying 11 months premium instead of 12 months. So please reach out to us, or you can type in your questions in the chat window. We will answer one by one related to that. I don't see any major questions on the chat window, but you are free to reach out to your account managers. And if you wanted to have a detailed demo about the product, you can reach out to them and they will be able to take it up. Thank you all for attending the session. You can reach out to your sales managers. They will reach out to us and we will be happy to assist you in your evaluation to Dynamics 365 or an ERP or a CRM solution from Microsoft, where we will be able to provide you, along with the implementation, we can provide certain important notes or evaluation process where we can help you out to take a decision on the Microsoft Cloud. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. Bye-bye.